Good evening, everybody, and welcome. Welcome to SAF1 Season 3, Round 10. We're here in Silverstone. I just need to mute my television because I can hear myself. Let's not have that. So getting some action out on track immediately, as you can see. Just the 13 runners today, so not the full grid, as to be expected. As you get towards the end of a season, when guys see they no longer have an opportunity to win, they stop showing up. Obviously we ride now with Phantom in the Williams. Let me know on your side if you can hear everything. Seem to be having an issue with the volume on the cars not coming through. So if you're in the comment section, just let me know if you can hear the cars on your side. Ride with Phantom. Let's get some information up on your screens. There we go. It's not the telemetry. That'll give you an indication of who's on what tire. Obviously, whoever sets their fastest lap on that tire, you need to start the race on that tire. So your strategy starts right here. You ride with Duxter in the Aston Martin Mercedes. Seems like no car volume is coming through. Let me just see if I can sort that out. I'm going to be quiet for the next couple of minutes. Let me just see if I can get the car audio to come through. There we go, that seems to be sorted. Hopefully you can hear the cars now. See, we're still riding with Duxter. Another one of the favourites today, Mad Trav in the Alpine. Some lap times have come through already. Phantom on provisional pole. Amway Alonso second, Quinton third, Brandon puts in a time in fourth, but seems like he made a mistake on that time. It's a 1:44.1. Amway Alonso second, Quinton third, Brandon puts in a time in fourth. Second of the two Williams on an outlap. Obviously Williams lead the Constructors' Championship here at SAF1 by quite some margin. Duxter goes over the line, it's good enough for second, it's a 1:27.2. good enough to challenge Phantom just yet. That's a 1:26.6, so what a 6/10 of a second margin over second place. Will has gone third. Interestingly enough, he went third on a set of mediums. So looking at a different strategy for the start of his race. On why Alonso fifth. We have in sixth place the second of the two McLarens. This is Fudge. Not as of yet commentated on this driver. I believe he's one of the new drivers. Obviously no broadcast last week. Four drivers so far have chosen the medium. Obviously the benefit of that is having the medium means you can go a little bit longer at the start of the race before you pit. Having the soft means you're going to be that much quicker at the start. Those tyres are going to fall off awfully quickly. Ride with the Williams DXT Mackie. This is just a short qualifying session. So obviously at the beginning of the session we had 18 minutes on this clock. There's 10 minutes to go. He's got 10 minutes to go out and get that best possible lap time. Start as high up this field as you can. Don't want to start too far down this field. A lot of quick guys up front. Get our first look at the white Red Bull livery. Obviously this was the special livery released by Red Bull for the Turkish Grand Prix. Originally was supposed to be released for the Japanese Grand Prix to say goodbye to Honda and thank you for the partnership over the last couple of years. But obviously the Japanese Grand Prix did not take place. The livery was launched in Turkey. Got the livery on the game. But I did notice in the patch notes that it's a temporary livery. So enjoy it while you can. This car will be going back to blue shortly. With Jaden, the Alfa Romeo. He has been one of the quicker drivers this season, has taken pole on multiple occasions. Hasn't set a lap time as of yet. He's out there on a set of softs. Jaden goes second to 1:26.799. Awfully close, but not close enough. He's going to have a second run if he wants to start at the front of that front row. If he wants to go one better, he's going to have another go. Phantom sits patiently in the pits. No movement from him. That time from Jaden will be uncomfortably close. I won't be surprised if we see Phantom go out and give it another go. riding with his teammate. Now we ride with Don Rabico, the other Red Bull. Currently a 1:27.888. It's good enough for 9th place. He is on an outlap. Looking to improve on that. Fudge is in the pits, Matty in the pits, Brandon on an outlap, Matty on a fast lap. Currently last, bringing off the field with a 1:28.495. That was on a set of mediums. Is this another run? I still see mediums on that car. Don Rabico getting some support in the comment section. Where's everybody else's supporters? So far the story of qualifying. Phantom on provisional pole, 1:26.6. Jaden not far behind, he's on his way into the pits. Probably going to slap on a fresh set of softs and have another go. Madtrav third for now. He is your fastest runner on a set of mediums, 1:26.9. Then Quinton fourth, 27.2. Amai Alonso fifth. Looks then sixth. And you've got your two Ferraris, Rail and Neil, 7th and 8th. Two Red Bulls, 9th and 10th. And then you got just outside the top 10, Fudge in 11th, Matty 12th, Brandon 13th. And as we join Brandon, we join that Merc going backwards through the grass. So not going according to plan for the Mercedes driver. Ride with your provisional pole sitter. What is that? A 1:26.677. Fastest lap so far. If this information in front of me is correct, then set a personal best in the first sector. But he's backed off from that lap. Jaden, man in second. He emerges from the pits. He knows he just needs another 10th. Another 10th and a half would be enough to move him to the front row of that grid. Starting position can be also important here in Silverstone. Don Rabico taking that Red Bull up to 4th, back of the second row. Here's SAF1 Quinton in the McLaren, currently 5th. Took a time of a 1:27.2 on a set of softs. He's out there on a fresh set of softs, currently on an outlap. To break into those front two rows of the grid. Just 3.5 minutes to go in the session. All those cars you see in the pits, you can bet they will be on their way out in the next minute and a half. Let's see if you can get around here before the checkered flag is waved to get to finish that lap. There is Jaden on board. basically all of the track. Looks like a good one so far. Got a brilliant entry onto that straight. Tenth and half, currently a 1:26.799. Can he improve? He's looking to go fastest. He does go fastest, and by quite some margin. 1:26.291. Throw down the gauntlet. And if Phantom wants to reclaim that position, he's going to have to find 4/10 of a second, just under half a second. Not going to be easy. Phantom's out on track, as is Matrav, as is Don Rabico, Imai Alonso, DXD Matty. 4 drivers on out laps. We've missed it, but the McLaren has gone second. It's a 1:26.6. That means Phantom goes down to third. Where is Phantom? He's on an out lap. As is Matrav. Don Rabico. Get a whole smattering of lap times in the space of about half a minute. Jaden has clearly backed off that lap. Quinton has clearly backed off. Yellow flags in sector 2. They've cleared up before Phantom gets there. Let's call that session enough. See what Phantom can do from third. He's currently in sector 2. Is he able to improve in sector 2, or is he down? As he goes over that timing beam, he is under his time. He's a tenth under his time in sector 2. Needs to find more than that. Tenth will put him on the front row, would put him ahead of Quinton, but it's not going to be enough to put him ahead of Jaden. So what does he have left in sector 3? He's got a Ferrari ahead of him. Don't hold him up too much. Might even give him a little bit of drag here over the line. Good enough for second. Phantom goes second with a 1:26.6. Quinton third. Where is Dipster? Seems to be going slowly. Matrav is down in sector 2 by a 10th. That was a bit too much grass on the inside there. He seems to be going for it. So interesting to watch Matrav through Maggots and Beckett. We watched Phantom go through there not so long ago, and such a different line. It's such similar lap times. Matrav was able to find a 10th in sector 2. We ride with him now in sector 3 to see if he can improve. He's currently 6th. He does improve. He goes to pole. Look at that, a 1:26.262. Well, right to the end. He's still out there. Looks like still out there, but he's going slowly. Or is he? So Dipster is coming into the pits, so that is your qualifying session. We'll just wait for the official results, just in case there's any penalties in there that I didn't see. there we go. Madtrav takes pole position, 126.2. Not far from Jaden, also a 126.2. Just 200ths of a second between those two. Then Phantom third, Quinton fourth. We've got Neil in fifth, Radico in sixth, Dux the seventh, Amwa Alonso eighth, Rail ninth, Maestro in 10th, got Fudge in 11th, Matty 12th, and then Brandon bringing up the field rather, in 13th. Obviously now we just have a couple of seconds to go before the race begins. A final opportunity for drivers to make any changes. Obviously most things will be locked under Parc Fermé. One or two things can still be changed. You can bet they'll be doing everything they can strategy wise. So we'll start the race with a formation lap, giving the drivers one last opportunity to get heat into the tyres, heat into the brakes before they head off into turn one. What will be a 50% distance race here at Silverstone, 26 laps. As you can see, the cars just getting underway on their formation lap. The Alfa Romeo Jaden will obviously be starting the race in second place, barely 300ths away from pole position. That's how close it is here in SAF1. Round 10. We have 2 rounds to go. Quite away. Round 11 in Portimão for the Portuguese Grand Prix. So we can get a decent camera angle, can we? There we go. 5 red lights, and then they go off. We'll be underway. There we go. And we're off. The Alpine gets a good start. Madtrav away from Jaden. Nicely done. Leads the way into turn 1. Seems like everybody nicely clean. We go back through the field. A little bit of gravel, don't see any carbon fiber flying around, so everything looks pretty neat so far. Madtrav leads the way. Phantom second. Jaden has lost the position. He's gone down to third. Phantom's made up a position, gone up to second. Hampton has held firm. He's in fourth. Neil fifth. Don Ravico sixth. Then Dux the seventh. Amoy Alonso eighth. Matty ninth. And Brandon making up the top 10. He's already made up 3 positions. Started in 13th. Maestro, he's fallen down to 11th. Then Fudge 12th. And Rail bringing up the field in 13th. Back at the front, Madrove leads the way by 1.1 seconds. Obviously this is crucial. When we get to lap 3, DRS becomes available to the drivers behind, and if he's able to break that 1 second margin, DRS will not affect him. There are your predicted pit stop strategies. Seems like a 1 stop is on the cards for everyone. And if you have any damage, I don't think anyone wants to visit the pits more than once, according to that little prediction. Haven't heard from anybody about the weather, so I'm going to presume it's dry. If it was wet, I think we would have heard about it by now. Matrov leads 1.1 seconds, crucially just outside that 1 second mark. And if you can keep it there, Phantom is not going to have DRS at his disposal. For a while Phantom chases Madtrap down. He needs to remember that Jaden is in his mirrors. With 3 main championship protagonists taking up the 3 podium positions, as it should be. Right with Don Ravico in the special liveried Red Bull, he chases down Neil in the Ferrari for 5th place. The easiest place to pass. A lot of medium to high speed corners. We're waiting for those deep braking points. Good there. Really just got to stay as close as you can. Stay on that guy's gearbox, and the moment he makes a mistake, you need to capitalize. With the top McLaren on the night, 4th place, Quinton. He's got those 3 championship contenders in his sights. At 1.5 seconds now off the road. Like everybody there in the top 9 started on a set of softs. The only medium runners are Matty and Fudge. They're in 10th and 11th. Seeming driving out of sequence, nobody taking the risk, no one up front anyway. Ferrari chases Quinton, Don Rabico chases the Ferrari. Defending is one thing, attacking is quite another. But when you're in the middle, simply the worst. You need to attack while looking in your mirrors. So Neil will be doing everything he can to get past that McLaren ahead of him, but at the same time will be very aware of the Red Bull behind him. Alpines. Teammate leads the race and the championship. Obviously a good finish here for Armoy Alonso with B48 points for Alpine. With that almost 50-point deficit to Williams, I could certainly use that. Double team finish on the cards. Obviously Ferrari, Rail and Neil both out there. Fudge initially went down at the start, but now starting to make some progress. In 9th place. Crucially, he's on a set of mediums. I wonder how that's going to throw him into the mix a little bit later on. He's already coming all over the back of that Ferrari. Surely those softs still have a lot of life in them. If the softer, Don Rabico goes quickest. 1:6:26 and 1:29.6. Nicest lap of the race so far. Is the fastest man on track, set the fastest lap last time round. Red Bull driver Don Rabico currently in 4th place. He's just taken the place away from Quinton. Quinton started in 4th and held on to that position up until a few moments ago when the Red Bull got past. Now Don Rabico setting his sights on the 3 championship contenders up the road, Madtrav, Phantom and Jaden. He'd like to go and ruin that party. The second of the 2 Red Bulls not having the best of days. On a set of hards. Obviously had to come in for some sort of damage repair. 40 seconds adrift from the next driver. Obviously had some sort of incident, now a 3-second time penalty just to rub salt into the wounds. And that's for multiple corner cutting. Up the road from him in 12th place. The only Mercedes-Benz on the night. SAF1 Brandon chasing down Neil. How many times have we seen this before? Mercedes-Benz versus Ferrari. Bringing up some Hamilton Vettel visuals in my mind. Not always good memories if you're a Vettel fan. LT the second and 2 Williams. Which on a set of mediums. There's his Fudge up the road from him. They could find themselves coming back into this race later on. That strategy could bring them back into the race. Means they're going to have the faster of the 2 tyres at the end of the race when the car is light. Back at the front, Madtrav. 1 seconds. Up to prove a point at the Silverstone circuit. this point if he makes a mistake. Don't really know how you're going to catch him. Jaden, nicely done. We just get on board with Jaden as he makes a pass on Phantom, goes up into second place. Probably aware that Matt Travis getting way up the road. Needs to try and do something about it. That gap 3.5 seconds. Is Phantom gonna let him go? Just like that. Alonso picks up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. I presume that's got to do with corner cutting. Not the most forgiving circuit, Silverstone, when it comes to track limits. At 9 of 26, Mantrav leads by 3.5 seconds. Get past Phantom and reclaim his second place that he had at the start of the race. And he really needs to start clawing back at that lead that Mantrav has accumulated. With Mantrav being so far up the road, he's not getting the benefit of DRS, but he does have Phantom behind him with DRS. So all the while trying to catch the leader, trying to shake off that man in third place. Doesn't want to tow him along with. Far down the road, 2.5 seconds down the road, Don Ravico, 4th place. He's had to come through the field, he's done a fantastic job. Just try and get that on your screen. I want to see the positions. He's made up 2 positions. Biggest winners today so far, making up positions, is Fudge and Matty. Actually, it's Fudge, he's made up 5 positions. He's in 6th place. Bring your tires back to screen, because as you can see, Quentin is now at the bottom of your timing screens and he's on a set of mediums, so that tells me he came in for a pit stop. Alonso also has come in for a pit stop. Obviously Fudge and Matty, they're on mediums, but they started on those tires, so now they're going to start getting the benefit of starting on the medium as these cars dive into the pits all around them. There on the grass, not sure what happened there, or if that was Dixter going into the pits. A smattering of cars now starting to come into the pits. Lots of activity. There's nothing from the top 3. The top 3 remain out. Mantrav, Jaden and Phantom. So now only your top 4 cars are on the set of softs they started this race on. Everyone else has made a pit stop. There you can see your penalties. Jaden's got 3 seconds, as does Fudge. Alonso 3 seconds, and Maestro also 3 seconds. Those penalties will come into play obviously at the end of the race. Gets added to your race time. It can sometimes be quite crucial, especially if you get a safety car towards the end of the race. move there by Phantom. Williams driver on Jaden. These two trading places. All the while Mad Trav running away with it at the front. 4.3 seconds now. These two almost need to work together if they're going to catch Mad Trav, because the more they battle, the more Mad Trav just clears off into the distance. Dipster coming out of the pits. Neil coming into the pits. Busy pit lane. The only running Merc tonight, Brandon. He has now made up a few positions because of everybody's pit stops. About first retirement. It's Amway Alonso. So we will not be getting 2 Alpines finish this race. Seems like he retired in the pits. Not quite sure what happened there. We didn't see any incident on track. He retired in the pits. No safety car yet in round 10. We have a yellow flag in sector 1. The second time penalty for Neil. Drivers now really starting to rack up the penalties. About half the field have penalties. Fudge in 4th place. Position his teammate held for most of the race. Ahead of him, Maiden in 3rd. He still has Phantom in his sights. Phantom comes into the pits. Jaden stays out. Mad Trav stays out. Will the undercut will the undercut work? Will the overcut work? Who's got it right? We'll soon find out. I'm sure Jaden will react to that pit stop on the very next lap. That truck would have also seen that on his time. Fastest lap of the race, and that was on a set of medium. So Jaden was in 3rd to Phantom. Phantom decided to come into the pits. Jaden decided to stay out. Interesting to see if he responds. Well, he will respond. When will he respond? Will he respond immediately? Yes, he does. He comes into the pits now. Mad Trav just ahead of him. You can see him there. So 1st and 2nd in the championship, 1st and 2nd in the race. They're both coming down the pit entry. Mad Trav's on his way. And we have a new leader. Budge has now claimed the lead of this race. We are over halfway point. Neil sets the fastest lap 1:29.3. This is your net leader of the race. Third place, Mad Crab. 2 men ahead of him, yet to make pit stops. So this is your net leader. This is your next second place, Bantam. Look at the gap to Jaden, 3 seconds. So that undercut really worked out for him. Obviously these two were right next to each other before the pit stop. Now there's 3 seconds between them post pit stop. Bantam really came out on top there. Down and down, getting faster and faster. That's a 1:29 flat. The fastest race lap around here was set by Max Verstappen, and that was a 1:27.0. So still fair bit off that. To the net leader, Mad Crab, now coming up behind Brandon. He's going to want to be patient. Brandon still needs to pit. Doesn't want to make any mistakes getting past the Smurf. That's really got nothing to do in this scenario. The Alpine's got everything to do. Brandon gets out of the way. Mad Crab up into second place. He will soon retake the lead of this race because Fudge has come into the pits. So that'll promote Mad Crab. Fastest lap of the race. First to the 1:28 on the night. 1:28.8. Jaden goes faster, 1:28.3. Definitely the odd one out here. Brandon in second place. A old set of hards, 16 laps old. Probably imagine those tyres taking him up till about 20 or so. He started on those. So there has to be one mandatory stop. And you come in with 6 laps to go and instead of a 6-lap stint on soft. That's going to drop him right to the back of the field. See how close everybody is. That will probably bring him out in 12th or 11th. Bantam. Third on the track. Net second. Coming up behind the second retirement. One of the Ferraris. The F1 rail. Is from the British round. 10. That goes faster again. 1:28.1. Trading fastest lap between him and Jaden. Jaden doing everything he can to get back into contention with Phantom ahead of him. See, they were very close to each other before the pit stop. After the pit stop, they had a 3-second gap between them. But now Phantom, he has to pass Brandon. And Brandon giving him a bit of a tough time, staying on the outside as long as he can. And that's just going to obviously bring Jaden a little bit back. Every single second that he loses here, Jaden is going to claw back. Brandon finding himself in an awkward position at this time in the race, 17 that ball hard, and probably finding it very difficult to defend. Everyone around him on relatively fresh medium. Doesn't have the tools to keep those drivers behind him. Got to keep the car in a straight line and wait for the inevitable to happen. And hope everyone else puts up around you. Not much you can do. Make a pit stop though. Pushing right to the back of the field. We still have 2 rounds to go after this one. Round 11, 41, and round 12 we'll finish off in Bahrain. Trav leads from Phantom, that gap 3.8 seconds, not much Phantom can do about it. And Jaden has just cleared the Mercedes-Benz with Brandon. So the top 3 that started this race are back in those positions, back in the top 3. Jaden's not second, he's third. He's doing all he can to correct that. Doing what he can to catch Phantom up the road from him. A little bit further down the road, Winton has settled back into his 4th place. He can't get too comfortable because just behind him, Don Rabico doing all he can to take that place away. Brookster has retired from the race. We have a DNF for the Aston Martin. Brookster retires. That means we're going to be down to just the 10 runners. Silverstone claims another victim. Don Rabico, half a second adrift from Quinton. 6 laps to go. Just to stay on the tail of that papaya McLaren ahead of him. There's any sort of mistake, you need to be there to make the most of it. 4 tenths away at the moment. Top 3. Jaden now starting to bring that gap to Phantom down towards possible DRS territory, 1.3 seconds, so not far away from DRS territory. Up at the front. No mistakes so far, 3.1 seconds, 3.2 seconds, he leads this race. Head drive from Phantom. Madtrap, Phantom, Jaden, Quinton, Don Rabico for your top 5. Red Bull has definitely not given up on fourth place. Again, it's not a easy track to pass. Can't really just make those passing maneuvers happen. You really need a mistake from the front. In front of you, it's doing everything it's supposed to, and it's really difficult to pass. Phantom not really able to make an impression on that 3-second gap. Still 3 seconds to the leader, 1.2 to Jaden. Needs to close that crucially so he can get within DRS. Have a final sprint at the end, try and steal second place. Started with 13 runners. 3 are no longer with us. With 10 runners. 4 laps to go. And this is the closest race on the racetrack right now. It's for 4th place. While the game is being so friendly with alternate liveries, may I ask, where is the McLaren livery? I wouldn't mind the McLaren livery. From Monaco, of course. Jaden still third, unable to make an impression. That 1.2, 1.3 second gap continues to hover around that mark. Same with Phantom and Madtrap, just a 3-second gap. Can't really seem to close it. Closest battle on track, as it has been for the last couple of laps, is this one right here. Honda versus Mercedes. Not the Mercedes you're thinking of. It's the McLaren Mercedes. Mercedes taking part in this race. SAF1 Brandon down in 8th place. If you were looking for your highest car powered by Mercedes, well, then that could be a Williams. Wouldn't that be a sight? Fastest Mercedes powered car on Sunday, the Williams. Well, the Merc engine's doing a lot better job in that Williams than it is in the Merc, and the Ferrari's doing a much better job in the back of that Alpha than it's doing in the Ferrari. So the customer team's making the most of their engines. Quinton still holding on to that 4th place. 0.4 of a second. Don Rabico hasn't given him an inch. Welcome to Roman Grosjean, our usual spectator. Joining us a bit late this time around, just 2 laps to go. With your 3 main championship contenders, Madtrap, Phantom and Jaden. They are in that position for the race. Madtrap will extend his lead. And then obviously Jaden was in second, Phantom was in third, so those two will probably swap positions. And while they fight over second place, Mantrav will extend that championship lead. Quinton's still in fourth for now, but this position definitely not guaranteed. But that Red Bull right behind him. Look at that, I've forgotten all about the penalties. Will you look at that? There's penalties on our screen and I've forgotten to talk about the penalties. But there are the penalties. We've got a 3-second penalty for Phantom, Jaden and Quinton. So is going to get fourth place on the penalty then, because he does not have a penalty, one of the only drivers on the night. If he can keep it clean for another 2 laps. Jaden so close to DRS, 1.1 seconds. He would have loved DRS for one final stab at it. We start the final lap, lap 26 of 26. Well, this man here from pole position doesn't slip up once. Just run off into the distance, got that gap to approximately 3.5 seconds and then just maintained it really. Didn't make it any bigger. Didn't try and annihilate his tyres, just maintained that gap. While Phantom and Jaden continued to battle over second place, just got away. Really needs to bring it home now, 3.9 seconds is the gap. Look at that, in that sector 2, on lap 26 of 26, he was only 1/10 off his fastest sector 2 of the race. So if you're wondering if he's slowing down on the final lap, most definitely is not. And there we go, Alpine. Race win for Alpine, race win for Mantrav. Phantom comes over the line in second, Jaden third. And then Quinton's going to come over the line on the circuit in fourth. But Don Rabico is going to snatch that position because of penalties. Quinton will be fifth, just ahead of his teammate. Here is Fudge, goes over the line now. Clarence fifth and sixth. Wait for Neil, seventh. Second of the 2 Williams. Some more crucial points for the team that's already leading the championship by a huge margin. And then the final runner for the night, Brandon over the line. And there we have it, round 10, the British Grand Prix. Fudge, the driver of the day. I agree, he made up a lot of positions, he did. There we go, we'll just bring up your official results, go through those. Mantrav, fastest lap of the race, pole position, and the winner of the race, extends his championship lead. Phantom in second, Jaden third, then Don Rabico fourth, Quinton fifth, Fudge sixth, Neil seventh, Matty 8th, Brandon 9th, and then Maestro in 10th. Dux the rail and I'm why Alonso failed to finish the race. And that, folks, is round 10 of SAF1. We'll be back next week with round 11, Portimão. And I'm gonna try and get driver interviews working next week. It's just a little bit confusing between the computer and the PlayStation and everything else. But let's see what we can do for next week. I want to thank everybody that joined us and everybody who's going to watch this later. This gets so many more views later than it does live. So to everyone who watches this live, everyone watches this later, thank you very much. Hope you enjoy it. And I hope you join us again next week for round 11. This championship is far from over. Hope to see you all then. Cheers, guys.